Good grungy morning. It's looking pretty grungy out there. Look at all that like dirty snow by the mailbox. It's just looking quite grungy. And that is perfect because today's prompt for Junk Journal January is grungy. I am Sylvia, the crafty old lady, and these are all, well, might get more, who knows, supplies for the grungy post. Look at this beautiful vintage masking tape, and here's another one, nice and dark. And I'm going to use some gesso and this. And I have this crinkle thing here to stamp with. And look at how grungy this coffee dyed paper came out. Ooh, look at how grungy that is. That's awesome. And I've got these inks that I have never used before, and I'm going to try to age tape with those. And possibly more of that pouring, flowing technique down the gesso. Let's see what happens. I better get my smock on because this is going to get messy. Alright, so my first thing that I'm going to attempt to do is make some tape. Now I have got this invisible tape, Pen and Gear brand it looks like. So I'll put some of that on there. I have like a little plastic cutting board from Dollar Tree that I'm putting these tapes on. And I'm not going to do a lot yet because I don't know how it's going to work. And this is just Scotch Super Hold. It's not frosty, like this is kind of frosty, this is clear. And then I have some Magic Scotch tape. And that's kind of frosty like this one. A different brand though. And I have been told that all you have to do, whoops, I crinkled that one up, to make this stuff is pour some alcohol ink or drip some alcohol ink on it and dab it. So let's try, this is ginger color. Let's try that on this one. Let's see if how much we need. Maybe we don't need more than that. So I'm just dabbing that on. I don't know, I don't want like brush marks, so we'll just dab it on and do this one in the same color. Alright. I don't know what else to do with alcohol inks other than this, so I can see like marks where you have to not push so hard or you're going to get like a circle mark. Let's try caramel. We'll do that on the clear tape. Maybe we only need 2. Let's see. Whoop, that one got 3. I can't even see where my tape is. Slightly more orangey, I think. Okay, so that was caramel. And the last one is latte. Let's see how that one looks. And I wonder too if they would look slightly different on the different kinds of tapes. Well, we'll find out. We can keep experimenting. I don't know if I'll do that today, but okay, so we have that now. That's done. Let's let that dry. Ow. That's dry already, I think. So far, I'm leaning towards this one being the nicest color, but we'll see. I want a double spread page. Start gluing stuff down. I'm going to just use this glue. Hopefully it will be good enough. My lid is not coming off. There we go. So I kind of want to keep this showing if I can. So I think I'm just going to kind of put that like that. got my smock on. So that's going to go right there. And let's squish some of this stuff on. Where to? I'm going to just kind of squish that in there. Maybe we'll come right over to this side. Why not? There. It's gonna be, I want it to be, you know, texturized. So, wrinkling is good. Okay, I think that's all glued down. I gotta remember my tapes, but first I think I'm gonna get some of this really grungy part here. And just maybe just glue that like that, but I think I'm going to put some more under there. I've got this tape. I'm going to put the Scotch tapes on, maybe some of this. I don't know. Got a lot of stuff, maybe some of this. I don't want to cover all the polka dots though. So, not sure about this, but I am sure about this. So, something like that. Alright, so this has got to go on first. Okay, scrunch that on there. I'm not going to worry too much about like what's going to cover the things I'm putting on, but if I can just kind of get this so that it's not perfectly straight, but it seems to just want to rip in a straight line. So I guess I'll just have to squish that on. Okay. And then this. Yeah, that didn't even show up, so I'm going to put some more of this on. Down here. And now this. Yeah, we'll glue this side. The darkest side on the outside. Now, most of you know that grunginess is not what I usually do, so I'm having fun with this and hope that it looks good. Who's the queen of grunge on YouTube? I don't watch a lot of people on YouTube, but I know Barbara from 49 Dragonflies is really into grunge. Still need some there. So who do you think is the grungiest person on YouTube? Okay. What else can we do? This needs to be glued down here. Oh, the tapes. We gotta get the tapes on there. These are so old, I don't even know if they're that sticky, to be honest. And also, I'm going to use the tapes that I made on top. I don't want them to get covered up. Using some of this tape now. Where could we put this? I'm trying to like not have a straight line either. I don't like that that's straight kind of there, so let's, yeah. Okay, we can just put something here, maybe. And then maybe like scrunch it up right across here. Oops. Okay, and I think that's very textured. And so the next thing that I want to do is get some gesso on there with this pattern. But not too much because I don't want to cover everything up. And then I'm going to try to drizzle the inks down it and see what happens. I'm not doing the whole page. I'm just doing little bits and pieces. Alright, and then let's do some, like right about here. We'll have to let this dry, and then we'll try to do our drizzling. What I want to do now is to try mixing some gesso with ink and see if I can get some of it to be brown. I got some right here. And I have something I can mix it with. Let's see. I didn't like the latte. I think I liked, was it ginger or caramel? Let's try the caramel. I think it was caramel that I liked. I almost dumped it in my jar. I don't know if you can actually mix it with this, but we're going to try and see what happens. I think it's going to work. I think I need a little more though. I want it darker than that. I don't like the way this looks, so I'm going to just kind of like cover it a little bit, blend it in a little bit, and see if I like that. It is taking quite a bit to turn brown though, but it's still much darker than white, so let's go for it. Yeah, why not, right? I do like that better. Although I did cover up totally that small one there, but okay. So we need to let that dry. And then I'm gonna try my hand at drizzling. Alright, so the first thing that I'm gonna try to do is put some dots of the ink across the top and spray it if I need to. I just want to see if it will run down, which I'm not sure because it's so not, oh well, yeah, there it goes. Let's see what happens if I spray it. It's not really running down anymore, but it's definitely, there it goes. Definitely getting grungier. Oh, cool. Let's try some over here. Now let's spray it. Okay, it's soaked into the paper over there, so it needs to be on top of the gesso if you're going to get it to run. I think we need a little bit here. I don't even know where I'm going with this, to be totally honest with you. I'm just experimenting to see what it looks like. See if I can get it to run down and just look cool. Let's see. Kind of trying to get that to run into each other, but it's not working too well. I think we'll put some at the top. Ooh, that's a lot. That's running down. Alright. I kind of almost feel like I want to get an old paintbrush and move some of it around with the paintbrush. See if that works. Just to paint some of this white stuff more. Oh, that's coming off. Like that's just too blotchy. Let's see. I think I'm going to try another color. I don't want to use up all of one color. Okay. Let's see if I can spray it. I don't know if it actually really works with the water or what it's doing actually. I just know that I want to have it run down, and I don't want any of the white showing. So I'm going to just kind of use my paintbrush to get everything not so white. There, I think that's pretty good. Okay. That's grungy as far as I'm concerned. That's how that is looking right now. So now it's dry, mostly dry, and I'm not really liking how it looks that much. I like the drip here. I should have just left it alone and not mushed it around with the paintbrush. But I do like how the drips look. It doesn't look drippy enough. So what if I just took a little bit more, and I also should have put something under here. I'm going to have to reinforce this page. All that water's weakened it. And I got some ink on here, but I'm gonna try to just make a couple of drips, like over here. And see how that's gonna look. I like how that looks. Yeah, it's kind of spreading out more than I thought it would. But that's okay. That's it. I'm not going to mess with the inks anymore, or the alcohol inks anymore. And I do want to try to stamp some of this crackle on it. Let's see what I can come up with. Oh, it's working. That came out nice, actually. Wow. Better than I thought it would. I'm thinking, since this is like honeycomb, maybe I should put some bees on it. I'm liking this crackle effect a lot. Wow, I really like that. Okay, I think that's good for the crackling. Well, I don't know what this is looking like on camera, but it looks like a mess to me. I do have some bees on here, and I have a couple more, but I found this little quote, "Queen bees, they are the hive of the..." queen bees. They are the star of the hive, the true heart and soul, pivotal to everything that happens in it. And I thought, well, I could put this there maybe, and I think I want to put a couple drips of ink on them, and then I'm going to glue it on, but I'm going to use my tapes too to like put some tape in the corner and see how that looks. So I really regret spraying the water so much on this, because as it's dried, you don't see any drippings except for up here, which I did after mostly, and didn't spray. So let's put that right there. I'm going to put some more bees, maybe even a moth, I don't know, just to be pretty. And let's see if my tape looks good. Oh, that looks great. That's the star of the show. I definitely would make the tape again, that's for sure. That looks good, I think. Still wondering if I should put this here. I really want to include it, but it looks weird. Just tacked on, you know what I mean? Maybe over here it would look better because there's other, you know, there's other stamps. Maybe I'll do that. Why not? Why the heck not? It can't look any worse. Can it? Can it look any worse? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just put that like that. I'm going to try a couple more drips onto this and this. Ready? I don't want it to look like it's just... how's that looking? You're not going to see that way there. Yeah, that's probably how I should have just left it before, with some drips on it. Let's get some more stickers on there and we'll call this layout done. I've got some bees on here now, but they're a little bit white and I wasn't able to get like all the borders cut off, so I'm going to just ink them up a little bit. And to be honest with you, I don't love this. The favorite thing on it for me is the stamps and the tape. I'm going to ink this up a little bit and make it look older. I feel like I just overdid it. Oh, and also I like the crackles, which I'm going to put on here too, I think. I think I overdid it with the ink, you know. So next time I'm just going to put drips. And I can live without the gesso too. Or that's my layout for grungy. It's definitely grungy, but not in a good way. Yeah, so we'll see you next time for travel and then reflect. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're happy, healthy, safe, warm and dry, and courageous and strong. And I don't know what I'm going to reflect on. I would normally just pick reflecting on doing this, but I think I want to do something different. Reflect on something else, maybe not even related to this. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.